She advocating keeping the baby from the yeah, nah, man, this little group of mamas right here is f***ed up. Nah, homie, she gonna be way worse, I think.
The internet is going wild right now because Charleston White just snapped on Charleston Rock, and he did it with zero hesitation. He claims she's been a terrible mother and said people been accusing her of treating her son wrong since the beginning. And the crazy part is that some folks online are saying he might actually have a point. It all kicked off after Chaw jumped online and went on one of her loud, messy rants like she always does. She was saying stuff like everybody who talks bad about her son gonna die, and she swore she loves her boy more than anything. She tried to paint herself as a stressed out mom, raising an autistic child while the whole world judging her, making it seem like people just attacking her for no real reason. But Charleston jumped on a podcast and fired right back without blinking. He said, "Yeah, she ain't wrong. Everybody gonna die someday." And then he went straight into what he called the truth. He said nobody around her wanna speak up, but if she gonna be real, she gotta admit she's been struggling with motherhood from the start. He even claimed he predicted the junior's disorder before she even gave birth, making the whole situation sound way heavier than people expected. Now, the internet is dragging up everything they remember, saying the world watched her doing things pregnant women usually avoid. And none of this is shocking to people online because they swear they saw it all with their own eyes. She's the same girl who openly admitted to smoking and drinking while pregnant, and people were spreading rumors she was out clubbing, partying, and allegedly even using heavy substances while carrying her baby, though nothing like that has ever been proven, and it's all just what people claimed online. Videos are still floating around where she's seen bragging about some of this stuff, and people keep asking what kind of mom would even say things like that. Nobody in her circle ever stepped in or tried to correct her, and online personalities been hinting for a long time. Strictly their claims, not proven facts, saying her wild choices might have played a role in the health challenges her child was born with. The streets picked up that talk fast, saying she was acting unstable, reckless, and not ready for the kind of calm, steady, patient care a special needs child deserves. People kept saying she was focused more on vibes and live streams than real responsibilities, and that narrative kept spreading online like wildfire. Even now, with her son growing and needing consistent guidance, folks online say she still treats him more like an accessory than an actual child, and they claim her behavior isn't improving. It's getting even messier. A couple months back, her own neighbors reportedly contacted Child Protective Services after an incident where she allegedly left her son in a parked car while she jumped online to argue. That situation even got her banned off Twitch, and CPS showed up at her door hard. People thought that was going to be the moment she slowed down and shifted gears, but according to online reactions, she brushed the whole thing off like it was some kind of joke.
I'm not busy at all.
Yeah,
Busy, so I'm gonna call you later.
I'm not even busy.
Okay.
Babe,
You're chasing me right now.
I'm not busy at all. I'm not busy. I'm not busy. I'm about to put a baby in the car. Is that okay? Do you mind taking them to the car? Thank you.
Not long after that first situation, another clip blew up online, and this one had everybody fired up. In the video, Chaw is seen grabbing baby Junior and wiping her runny nose on his shirt like he was a napkin. No pause, no second thought, just doing it on camera. Viewers were calling it straight up nasty, saying she could have passed her cold or whatever she had right onto him, and that the whole thing looked off. People online started throwing out all kinds of guesses. Some said she wasn't thinking clearly, others claimed she didn't seem focused, and a few even suggested she might have been stressed or overwhelmed. The street comments got wild fast, but everything folks said was just speculation, nothing proven. Some were saying she looked unstable, others saying she looked spaced out, and plenty saying she just wasn't acting like a mom who was fully tuned in. One commenter even pushed a serious accusation saying that girl was drinking and doing drugs the whole 9 months, and another said she was smoking a blunt in labor, before adding she should be in jail for neglect. But again, all of that was just random internet talk with zero verified facts. Another person wrote that she's saying stuff like that, but don't want to own up to her role in her son's disabilities, which added even more fuel to the online mess. But one of the loudest people backing Charleston White right now is Chaw's ex-boyfriend, Hood Bino. and he's not being quiet about it. He's been shouting his side of the story everywhere, claiming he saw everything up close and that she wasn't ready for motherhood. All his statements are just his opinions, but he keeps repeating them like he's trying to warn the whole internet. Hood Bino claimed he saw all kinds of things up close, saying she was feeding Junior stuff no small child should be eating and barely paying attention when he cried or needed help. He even said the only thing the boy was drinking was milk because, in his words, she was too distracted and careless to give him proper meals. These were his claims, not confirmed facts, but he kept repeating them like he was tired of holding it in. He also claimed he watched Junior fall off the bed one time, and instead of picking him up right away, she just left him there like it was nothing. He said the boy wasn't fully walking yet, so he couldn't even get himself up, and according to Hood, she let him stay on the floor crying while she kept moving around like everything was normal.
Chrisean Rock, I guess she responded, not really to you, but everybody's like making fun of her son. And she said that everybody who makes fun of her son has died recently or are going to die.
Yeah, we all gonna die. She ain't lying. Yeah, we all gonna die. Even that little retarded motherfucker grew up and die one day. She gonna die and leave the little retarded motherfucker retarded without a mama. Yeah, we all gonna die one day. But ain't nobody dying because they picking on the retarded baby. You know how many retarded babies been picked on by their grandmamas, their cousins, their brothers, or even a special ed school teacher. Told you ain't gonna be shit, boy.
Hood didn't stop there. He said the people around her were more focused on clout, clicks, and views than actually supporting the child the way he deserved. And when folks online tried to clown him for being her ex, he clapped back fast, saying he wasn't stressed about the breakup at all. He said he was actually thankful he didn't have a child with her because based on what he claimed he witnessed, he didn't believe she could handle the responsibility. Hood even started spilling about their personal business, saying she was all over him just a few weeks back, cuddling up and doing the most to keep him close. But the moment she heard Blueface might be getting released, he said she switched up fast and ran right back to Blue like nothing ever happened. But Hood wasn't finished talking. He said if he were Blueface, he would have stepped in and taken responsibility for the child a long time ago, because in his eyes, the boy needed real structure and steady support. Again, these were strictly his opinions, not verified facts, but he was saying them loud like he meant every word. And that's when the internet started shifting the blame onto Blueface too. Folks online were saying Blue's been watching all these clips, seeing moment after moment of her acting erratic, and still sending the child back into the same situation. People were calling him just as responsible, claiming that if he really believed she was dealing with mental struggles, strictly alleged by commenters, and wasn't providing the right environment, then he should have acted differently. Then the whole situation took another wild turn when people online started digging up old clips of Blueface speaking on their co-parenting issues, and suddenly the timeline exploded again. Folks were replaying moments where he hinted that things at home weren't smooth, using those clips to push the idea that he already knew what was going on, even though none of it was ever confirmed. Commenters were saying if he truly felt something was off, he should have stepped in sooner, and that both parents needed to bring in extra support instead of letting the internet see the chaos play out every other week. And the more clips people found, the louder the conversations got, with some saying the child needs people around him who are steady, focused, and trained to support his needs. Not arguments, not live stream drama, and definitely not all these viral moments flying around. Others jumped in saying both sides looked overwhelmed, and that what they really needed was professional help, calm routines, and a solid plan, not this back and forth energy that keeps popping up online. It turned into a whole debate, with folks arguing about what real parenting should look like when a child requires extra patience and guidance. Man, by the end of the night, the internet was basically yelling that the situation wasn't entertainment anymore. It was a wake-up call for everyone involved to get serious and put the child's well-being first. And just when people thought the drama couldn't heat up any further, another wave of reactions hit after a family friend went live and tried to defend Chaw. The clip went viral instantly, but instead of helping her image, it just made things even messier. The friend was talking fast, saying folks online were twisting everything, but the way they explained it had the internet even more confused, and people started calling it damage control gone wrong.
Who gets worried about the little baby, Chrisean Jr.? I mean, you said that, I know at one point you said she was a bad mom. Do you feel that way? still?
You feel me? I said what I said. I can't take back what I said. But you feel me? This is daddy need to go get him, and you know, I wish the best for the baby. You feel me? He's not with a baby, a toddler. I wish the best for the kid. You feel me? I like him my damn self. He was a cool. Feel me? He a nice little boy. You feel me? I love him myself. So you just need the right support and love. You feel me? I got kids. I got an autistic son myself. You feel me? So I understand. So it's just like you just need the right love, but it ain't. You know.
Okay, you said so the baby should go back to Blueface is what you're saying, maybe or something.
Tell the mom get her mind right. She just needs the right love and support around it. So tell Chrisean, mind it straight. In my opinion, if it was my baby mama, I'll get my baby.
Viewers were dropping comments back to back saying the friend was only making it clear that the whole situation around the child was chaotic and needed real guidance, not random live stream explanations. Others said it felt like the people closest to her were trying to clean up the narrative instead of addressing what everyone was genuinely worried about: the child's health, routines, and stable environment. Then another person who claimed to know the family jumped into the mix, saying both parents were dealing with too much pressure and needed to step away from social media altogether to actually fix things. But again, nothing they said was verified. It was just more voices adding to the huge online storm. By nighttime, folks were saying this wasn't just regular celebrity drama anymore. This was a situation that needed real adults in the room. Not influencers, not fans, and definitely not random defenders. People kept repeating that somebody needed to step in with actual care and guidance because the constant public back and forth wasn't helping the child at all. People kept asking the same thing over and over. If he really feels something's wrong, then why hasn't he stepped in permanently? Folks remember when CPS showed up last year after all those online claims about smoking, drinking, and neglect. None of those accusations were ever proven and the charges were dropped, but people online thought that moment would push her to slow down and move different as a parent. But according to the internet, nothing really changed after that. Hood Bino even said, in his opinion, that she can't change what she don't even admit, and that line spread everywhere. And now with this new viral clip of her wiping her snot on her child added to Charleston White calling her out loud, people online are saying this might be her lowest point yet. The streets are watching every move because they believe one more slip-up, even an accidental one, could trigger another investigation and possibly lead to the child being removed for safety reasons. None of this is confirmed, but that's the conversation blowing up across timelines right now. And at the end of all this, everyone's asking the same heavy questions. How much longer before something serious happens if nobody steps in? Is Chaw overwhelmed and struggling? Or is she just being too reckless with her choices? The internet is split, the debates are wild, and the whole situation is getting more tense by the day. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear what you think about all this. And make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment so you don't miss the next explosive update.